Hello everybody, this is Old Soldier. So today is a banner day for the Old Soldier YouTube channel. I actually had somebody reach out to me and ask me to review gear that they provided. So I'm pretty excited. So we've got some things from Bluetti and I got them via UPS. We had a small emergency in the household that preempted me from actually taking out the box for a day or two. But now I've got time. So we're going to do the unboxing of the Bluetti AC 60 power station and the 200 watt solar panel. Let's do it. Full disclosure, I was provided these items by Bluetti for evaluation. That said, it was done on the condition that they were going to get an absolutely honest evaluation. If they provided me gear that was not good, the review would reflect so. Bluetti, to their credit, fully agreed to those terms. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, out of the box. So one thing I will say for the AC 60 power station, they clearly mark, keep this box in big bold letters, otherwise it cannot be accepted for return. So that is a good thing to note. It's clearly marked. If you don't do it, bad on you. Maybe I'm checking my man card for saying this, but before you attempt to use this piece of equipment, read the instructions. This is not a dresser from IKEA. The AC60 is powered by a lithium iron phosphate battery. Instructions say to charge it before use. Makes sense. First impression, I am really struck about how large and solid the solar charging panel appears. In the back is a zipped-in compartment that carries the charging cables. They also are very solid in appearance. So we're set up and we're charging. I'm kind of at the mercy of the weather with charging with the solar panel today. But let's see how it goes and let's see how it starts. The display panel is bright and easy to read. This is the initial charging. You can clearly see here that the solar panel is bringing in 45 to 46 watts. The battery is about 55% charged. And it's going to take, at this rate, 3.9 hours to charge it. I should point out that we are fairly overcast right now. We'll try it later when it's bright and sunny. The power cord neatly mates with the charging line provided by Bluetti. This is just 10 or 15 minutes later and I had to reposition a little bit. Sun came out and recharging time dropped to about a third of what it was. And you can also see that the wattage coming in has increased appreciably. Okay, it came from the factory at 55% charged. It is about 3 hours later, and we've had intermittent clouds, but right now it's fairly sunny out, and it charged up in a little bit less than 3 hours, 100%. Now that we've got the battery charged up, let's talk about specifications and features. The battery capacity for this is 403.2 watt hours. This seems awfully specific, but that's really not a bad thing. But let's just consider it a 400 watt hour battery. The battery itself is lithium iron phosphate. The weight is approximately 20 pounds and the dimensions are approximately 11.5 inches long by 8 inches wide by 9 inches high. The 403.2 watt hour battery pack combined with the 600 watt pure sine wave inverter together with what Bluetti calls our battery management system provides some pretty good capabilities. AC60 also has what they refer to as eco mode, which means with either the AC or DC output automatically shuts down at low or no power consumption. It's a nice feature. It automatically shuts down when no power is being discharged from it. The AC60 also has the capability for what they call the power mode. In this mode, the AC60 can run high drain pure resistive loads equal to or less than 1200 watts. You can tell that the power mode is enabled by the little icon of a muscly arm in the low center portion of the screen, while its rated output power remains 600 watts. I really like the display on this unit. Not everything is displayed as featured here, but very simply, you see the input, the output in watts, and what percent of power is left stored in the battery. Depending upon how it is being charged, where it is being charged, and other conditions, there's other information that can be ascertained by the display. Please refer to the owner's manual. The carrying handle is very well constructed, comfortable, and ergonomic. Got to use the word ergonomic at least once during the review. The Bluetti AC60 can be charged through 4 means: through alternate current wall charging, through solar charging as depicted yesterday, car charging via the cigarette lighter port, and also through alternating current through generator charging. The appropriate charging cord for each is provided with the AC60. If you're looking from the front, on the right side are the charging port. Here is the AC charging port for charging from either a generator or a wall socket. This is from the solar panels, or DC from the cigarette lighter from a car. This is for the fuse, and that is your grounding pole. To charge, if you're going to charge from the left hand side to charge from the cigarette lighter or the USB ports, you turn on power, DC for direct current, that is the cigarette lighter port, and these are the USB ports. On the right, press AC, and both the alternating current ports are underneath the display. I should note that whether you're charging AC or DC or both, they will light up in the display. On the left side of the AC60 are 2 ports for input to expand the battery with the addition of 2 Bluetti B80 batteries. They were not included for this evaluation, so I will comment on that no further, other than to state that this expands the capacity of this power station to 2,000 watt hours, which is indeed respectable. One thing that I really like on the back of the AC60 is it has a multifunction power. This is low setting, high setting, and it has a function as a SOS beacon. Hopefully you'll never need it, but who knows. The Bluetti AC60 is rated IP65 for water resistance and dust intrusion. What this means is that this is very dust resistant and water resistant. The 200 watt solar panel that came with the AC60, which Bluetti markets as the PV200, the words that come to mind are solid, large, and beefy. It appears to be well made, heavy duty, and very well constructed. I especially like the built-in blue carrying handle, which makes it easy to handle. Fastex fasteners on each side keep the case secure. They look pretty well made, and it looks like the sewing is pretty good. We'll see how they stand up. One thing that I really do like is a wireless charging panel for cell phones right on top of the power station. Innovative and very convenient. It's a nice touch. The battery is charged up. Let's turn it on and plug it into a 72 watt light bulb for an hour and see where we're at. The display shows the reading is taking the output as being 68 watts. Okay, it's been a little bit over an hour later. I got entrenched in something else and ran a little long, but you can see 72 watt light bulb actually pulling 67 watts for a little over an hour, and it is discharged just under a quarter of the battery's charging capacity. The Bluetti AC60 is ideal for such applications as recharging GMRS or ham radios during a power outage. The AC160 has a 600 watt pure sine inverter, makes it great for use with more sensitive electronics such as a laptop. The AC60 also comes with a cigarette lighter charging cord and can be charged from your vehicle. I'm doing it here now. I had it charging in the backyard, and we got overcast and it looks like it's going to rain. So one thing of note, I would not drive around this thing unless it was secured or fastened down, because for some reason if you come to a very sudden stop or roll this thing, you're going to have a 20-pound battery and ram floating around the cab of your vehicle. And here we are in my backyard again, charging with the solar panel. One thing I should point out is another feature that I really do like of the PV 200 solar panel is it has built-in legs that allow you to adjust it to the angle of which the solar panels meets the sun's rays. This does improve charging. It's very thoughtful, and it's nice that they have them built in. They've packed flat right against the solar panel. You can see here bright morning sun, panels adjusted so the sun's rays hit them at optimum manner. I'm getting approximately 143 watts of input to charge the battery. This will charge it up very quickly. Okay, what do I not like about the AC60 power station in the PV 200 solar panel? Well, first of all, they're both made in China, and as an American, I prefer to buy things that are made in America. It's really not surprising that this item is made in China. One thing I do not care for is that there's some conflicting verbiage in the user's manual. And in one portion of it, I believe on page 10, it says the AC60 is ideal for outdoor use. And then I think in big bold letters on page 12, it says caution, designed for indoor use, use indoors only. Okay, there's a couple problems with this. When it conflicts directly and says, hey, it's made for outdoor use, and then later on it says use only indoor, it's a problem. And then the second part is, and I understand that there's a cord and you could put the AC60 inside and the solar panel outside, but anything that is used with a solar panel, the sun is outside, so it's going to be outside. So I've been around long enough to recognize verbiage that is recommended by liability attorneys, and this probably comes from their counsel. I understand that, but it is not a good idea to put such blatantly conflicting verbiage in their user's manual. I've replied back to my contact at Bluetti with a question to clarify this, and as of yet, I have received nothing back to clarify that. If I do get something back, I will follow up later. One other thing, maybe I'm missing it, maybe I'm not looking closely enough, but I do not see any way to run the PV 60 in series. Now, there could be on some of the other charging units that Bluetti manufactures. This is the first Bluetti product I've ever handled firsthand. They have multiple charging ports, but if it's on the PV 200 and I miss it, please somebody point it out to me, Bluetti, whoever. One other item that I really don't care for is that there are certain functions of the AC60 that can be apparently, if I'm reading the user's manual correctly, only accessed using the Bluetti app. To me, this is folly in an item that is intended, could very well possibly be used in a off-grid or a no-grid environment. To me, it doesn't make any sense. Do I like this product? Yes, I do. I think it's well made, and I think it's well thought out. Right now, for initial impressions, I would give it a B+ or an A-. However, I'm going to have to use this more. I am going to have to give this item much more use. One of the things I'd like to add is it is impressive. The AC60 is covered by a 6-year warranty, and the product information says that the life of this product is 3,000 cycles, which is pretty impressive. So that should be, if it's used in its intended manner, it should have a long life. So if you're looking for a source of electricity for possibly off-grid emergency use or off-grid recreational work use, I think these are worthwhile items, and it's something for you to consider. This is Old Soldier. This is my review of the AC60 power station and the PV 200 solar panel, both by Bluetti. This is Old Soldier out.